I could safely say, Mr. Cashastori, I think we're back in political season as if it has never stopped before.
Yeah, but I don't think.
This time,
Yeah, I don't think it
This time-
stopped. Go ahead, Cassius.
yeah, this time around it was a continuous process, and I think it seems just as we get older in our democracy, the term limits for parliamentarians have been shortened from 2 years to 5 to 1 term now, 2 terms to 1 term.
To 1 term.
And right now it seems as if there's no more honeymoon, there's no more breeding ground. I think so. I think what happens is because we now live in the information age now, and we don't have to take what you say to us. We could now justify what you say true by Googling it to finding information. And so when you find that our government leaders are coming up short all the time, the people are agitated. And we need to be able to provide and present a long-term vision for this country. And I think what's really happening is that no government is really presenting a long-term vision. We are ad hocly living our country. When it comes to the illegal immigration crisis, it's just ad hoc. Whatever buck up goes, whatever happens today is what happens. We go to Parliament, it's ad hoc. Whatever happens today happens. And so we don't know which path we're going on. And that is the problem as a nation. And so the people are frustrated, agitated, because they need to know which path the country is going. And I think this is where all of them fall down. And this is why we're having the crisis we're in right now.
Well,
they always tell you in economics, the best way to predict the future is to analyze the past. And so when you look at the past, the past progress of these political bodies, you know that you could always predict the future. When Menace was elected prime minister, everybody was excited. I said, but just look at the past. How was he as opposition leader? Then you could predict the future. The exact same thing happened. Look at this administration. Look at their past. Analyze their past. You can predict their future. That is seamless. That is a law that cannot be broken. And so when you see these guys talking about, grand plan, just look at their past. They just come with this fluff on election day they even know who write these plans. They hire these American firms to write these plans. They get them at 2 days before election. And then all of a sudden now, we have a grand plan. Christie never read the plan. The chairman never read the plan, but it won them an election. But they don't go by these plans because they don't know what's in the plan. One of the things that banks always say if somebody write business plan for them is that if you come to me to borrow money for your business plan, you got to justify why I got to give you money. In other words, if you never read the business plan, then why am I going to give you money? So these business plans or these proposals that they write for the nation on their election eve of the election, these have never been read by the people who lead in these political parties. It didn't come out of them. And so the best way to deliver, if this was birthed out of the belly of Christie, out of the belly of Brave Davis, out of the belly of a prime minister, then you could say that it will be delivered. But they didn't give birth to these things. Some for consultant firm in some U.S. country pay a couple $1 million to knock that up together, and that's why. And so that's why nothing ever
Yes, you
happens.
can't say they didn't give birth to this stuff, because I can have an idea and go to the best person to kind of sort of flesh that out with and bring my idea into fruition. You cannot say you cannot say that I, the gentleman, or whomever else didn't give birth or have some sort of idea of what they wanted to see take place, and somebody went and ran with their idea and kind of just laid it out on paper.
Hold on,
God, let Cassius finish.
God, let me tell you something, half of the things that is espoused by these political organizations, these leaders don't have a clue. They just go with the flow. They got these committees who are most of their elections are subcontracted to foreign workers. Whether they're marketing, their PR, everything is by a foreign political firm. The writing of these plans sometimes is knocked up by these foreign firms who said, okay, you just get it 2 days before the election, and of course, they never know what's in it. And so they perhaps don't even know what's in it. So I can say that it's not birthed out of them, because I have never heard one of them sat down and said, this is the long-term objective for the Bahamas, for this area, this area, this area.
Yes.
I've never heard them say that. Now, I could sit down and I could tell you how I want to see the Bahamas over the next 50 years. It's coming from my heart, coming from my spirit. But I've never once heard a single prime minister say how they want to see the Bahamas in the next 50 years. Never.
Really?